Gulf Coast independent wrestling fans, welcome back to the Front Row Fanatics as we are continuing our interview with the one, the only, the original TNT. Woo! Now, with that being said, once again, the drunken one will turn it over to the smart one, and we'll go from there.
Smart.
Smarter than me. Not as drunk as me.
I wanted to kind of go back a little bit. Now, the way I first became acquainted with TNT was when he was tag teaming with a guy named Seymour Payne. You guys, from all accounts, I've seen you guys in Alabama, Florida. You were tearing it up on the tag team scene then.
We held titles everywhere. We were Alabama Tag Team Champions, Mississippi Tag Team Champions, Gulf Coast Tag Champions, All-Pro Tag Champions. We wrestled everywhere. And like I said, old Chuck, me and him broke in together at WOW. We started about the same time, and Chuck was a good guy, good wrestler.
Right. Back then, I mean, is tag team wrestling a lost art these days? I mean, you still see tag matches, but not at, I don't know how the quality it was 15 years ago.
It seems to me the tag wrestlers are shake and bake now. They're really not a team.
Right.
Back in the day, a team
was a team.
You was together every night.
Right.
You party together, work together, run up and down the highway together.
Right.
Now these shake and bake tag teams, I'm not sure if they even know each other's names. Don't seem like, you know.
They suck! I'll say it, they suck!
I've seen some decent tag teams,
right.
But a lot of them...
For the most part, tag team wrestling is a lost art, not only in the independent scene, but on major, you know, WWE, TNA. There's very, very few real, as you said, tag teams that focus specifically on tag team wrestling, you know. So, I like a good tag team match myself, but...
I do too.
Lost art, sad to say it, lost art.
Now, kind of a double question here. How long has it been since you've had a match, and do you ever think you got one more in you? You think you might return, or?
My last match was in July of '99.
Wow.
It's been a few days now. When Bobby Doll opened PWA, I got in the ring up there and goofed around. I whooped a couple guys with some chairs and piddled around up there. But I really hadn't had a good, solid wrestling match since '99.
Wow.
And I don't know. I signed a contract with All Pro last Sunday, but I just told him all I want is Ted.
Right, now let's delve into that a little bit.
Who that? Who that? As the Saints say, who that?
Turbo Ted.
Turbo Turd.
The turd? You're talking about the Turbo Turd?
Turbulence.
Oh, flatulence. He's butt turbulence. The flatulent one.
Now, we've been to a couple of All Pro, and the
No,
thing that
wait,
struck me...
You have. I have not
not
yet to this date been to an All Pro show.
But Alexandra Cheech, his wife, or IP Freely, and...
Oh! Hey, don't tell him now his wife's going to get
Cheech and
mad.
Chong.
Yeah, but we noticed that one of the first times we saw you there, when Ted came out and that TNT music hit, we could tell it raised your ire a little bit. It didn't sit well with you.
My blood boiled.
And
Sika told me to knock him out, so that gave me the green light, I thought, you know.
Oh!
Right.
Because Sika and Ted's got bad history.
Right.
Ted's got bad history with everybody.
Seems that way, doesn't it? Now, you from what I understand, you and Ted go back quite a ways.
We went to school together as youngins. I've known him a long time. He was a lot older than we was.
Right.
But he's always been an idiot, and now he's insulted me, and I want revenge.
Right. Now, tentatively, this should be coming up in a few weeks, shouldn't it?
2 weeks. 2 weeks from Sunday, from what I understand.
Wow. So, wrestling fans, be on the lookout for that. If you're like all the rest of us fans are, and you want to see Turbo get his
Ass whipped! Get his ass whipped!
Keep your eye on the message boards, All Pro Wrestling. See when that, they'll let you know when that match is going to take place. If you want to see TNT get a little payback, the original TNT.
That's right.
Get a little payback on Turbo Ted.
Now, are you going to take your time and beat the hell out of him for a long time and stretch him out and work him? Or are you just going to beat his brains out 1, 2, 3 real quick for the match? I mean, do you want to savor? Do you want to inflict some pain? Or what do you got in mind?
I don't know, man. I want the bell to ring.
Hey, that's the... Oh, excellent answer.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Make Ted bleed. Make Ted bleed. Make Ted bleed. That's right, Turbo. We're talking about you, boy.
I just want a few black eyes.
Like I said, Turbo, nothing Ted.
Oh!
My TNT's always been tough, nasty, and terrible. So.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
We're gonna see how it goes.
There you go. Now let's just, for sake of argument, let's say you get through the match well, no injuries. You know, you beat the brains off of Turbo Ted. Are you going to keep going, or are you going to kind of let that be it, or?
Depends on the money.
There you go. That's the name of the
Depends
game.
on the money.
Yeah, hands up. Depends on the
All
show.
about the bench,
Always
baby.
clapping for the green.
You know, I just want revenge on Ted, but after that, I want the cash flow.
I hear
There you
you.
go.
And therefore, you got to go for the gold because the gold brings the money.
There you go. There you go. If you were, let's say you were in charge of independent promotions here in the Gulf Coast, what would you change? First thing, I mean, let's say you had that control.
I would hire a top-notch crew, pay them well, promote well, and try and get back like it was. Pensacola one night, Mobile another night, Fort Walton Beach another night. Make an honest go of it.
Right.
A lot of these guys, they're kind of half-stepping. They work whoever shows up or whoever wants to come work. I mean, that don't lead to a good wrestling show to me.
Now,
It's chaos.
From the people we've talked to, it seems like that seems to be one of the major beefs, is that the promoters aren't promoting. You know, hence the name promoter.
I hear you.
You know, hang up 10 flyers and expect a sold-out crowd to come in.
Well,
Thank you.
it goes back to the trainers. The trainers aren't training.
Right.
I don't think they are.
It's pretty sad when people like us do more promoting for the promotions than the actual promoters themselves, man. We've taken a lot of heat from that. Oh, you guys think you're all that, blah, blah. We try and help promote shows, you know, more than a lot of the promoters want to actually put forth the effort. We offer open forum. Any promoter, any promotion, any wrestler who wants to come here and talk about what he wants to talk about, front row fanatics, come on, we'll give you a forum, say what you want to say. So
I think we had a question in the back.
I got a question. On this topic, what would you say to a worker willing to show up to a promotion working without getting paid? What advice would you give that individual?
If he's real green, I can see it happening because that's kind of the way it was with everybody. When you're green, sometimes you'll work for nothing, especially if it's TV.
Right.
I mean, you've got to pay your dues. That's paying dues. When I started, I remember sleeping in the car, eating at McDonald's, taking a shower wherever I could. I mean, you got to pay dues. And that's kind of part of paying dues.
Would you say it's a little too easy for guys to get in it now, or?
Yes, too easy. Like I say, a lot of them guys I see in that ring shouldn't be in the ring.
Right.
well said. It's kind of funny, you know, and I am well known to be a smart ass or whatever across this little area and whatever. But it's pretty sad, and I am by no means a physically imposing guy, but when I am as big or bigger than at least a third of the guys on the card, you expect me to want to pay money, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm old, fat, and drunk, and I can whip a third of the guys' ass they put up in the ring that are calling themselves professional wrestlers. But okay, I'm babbling, I'm drunk. We're going to wrap it up and come back for one last segment with the original TNT. We'll be right back.
All right, good shoot.